Hello everyone and welcome to online English class. This is level 2, lesson 15, which starts on May 27th. And this is part 1, the first video. In this video, we're going to do the warm-up. And then we're going to work on Unit 9, Lesson D. You are probably watching this video between May 25th and June 7th. This video was filmed on May 21st, 2020. So, for the warm-up, the day is Thursday. Is it Thursday? Yes, it's Thursday. The date is May 21st, 2020. So, the month is May, the date is the 21st, and the year is 2020. Let's look at the weather. Okay, so right now it is Thursday at 2 p.m. So it is 2 in the afternoon. Right now the weather is cloudy and the temperature is 65 degrees Fahrenheit. At the bottom, we have the temperature range. The high temperature is 75 and the low temperature is 58. So the highest temperature today is 75 and the lowest temperature today is 58. So the weather is cloudy. Today, the temperature range is from 58 to 75 degrees. So the temperature range is from 58 to 75 degrees. The temperature today is between 58 and 75. Let's look for the temperature right now. Right now, it is 65 degrees. It is 65 degrees Fahrenheit. It feels cool. So yesterday, if we're talking about yesterday, we change the word is to past tense. So we say the weather was. Yesterday, the weather was cloudy. Tomorrow we change the word is to will be, because we're talking about the future. Tomorrow, the weather will be. So today is Thursday, tomorrow is Friday, and on Friday, there will be scattered thunderstorms. So let's say the weather will be stormy, or the weather will be rainy, or we can say tomorrow, there will be thunderstorms. If we have thunderstorms, we have to say there will be thunderstorms. Okay, I'm looking at Lesson D in Unit 9. Lesson D is on page 116, page 116. So let's see. We have a picture here. Let me move the light a little so you can see better. So we have a woman here. She looks angry. She's looking at the window. The window is broken. This is a broken window. Okay, so let's see. Here we have a piece of paper. So this is some type of note. So she's writing something. And now we know her name because her name is at the bottom. Her name is Stella Taylor, Tenant 4B. Okay, so the word tenant A tenant is a person who rents a house or apartment. So a tenant is somebody who is renting a house or an apartment. They're paying money to live there. So attention tenants. Here, this means she's talking to all of the tenants in her area. So if she lives in an apartment complex, she wants everyone who is renting at the apartment complex to read this. So she says, attention tenants. Do you have problems in your apartment? Is anyone fixing them? Many tenants have broken windows. Tenants on the 3rd floor have no lights in the hall. A tenant on the 2nd floor has a leaking ceiling. Tenants on the 1st floor smell garbage every day. I'm really upset. We need to get together and write a letter of complaint to the manager of the building. Come to a meeting Friday night at 7 p.m. in apartment 4B. Stella Taylor, tenant 4B. Okay, so tenant 4B and apartment 4B are the same thing. So we know tenant 4B is the person who lives in the apartment number 4B. When she says, I'm really upset, upset is another word for angry. So she's saying, I'm really angry. We need to get together and write a letter of complaint. Complaint means you complain. You say something is wrong. So when you write a letter of complaint, you are saying something is wrong. You're saying, we have all of these problems. Is anyone fixing them? We have broken windows, no lights, leaking ceiling, we smell garbage, but nobody is fixing the problems. So this is the complaint. Nobody's fixing anything. So come to a meeting Friday night at 7 p.m. in apartment 4B. Okay, so I want you to answer these questions here, number 1 to number 6. Let's look at number 3. In the notice is another word for the paper saying all of this. So this paper is a notice or just a message. A notice is a message. So in the notice, what is another word for unhappy? Well, let's look at this here. Sometimes, blah, 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 blah. So let's just look at the bottom. Upset, complaint, these are negative words. Now, these are bad things. So unhappy is another way to say upset. So what is another word for unhappy? Upset or angry or sad. Number 4, why did Stella write this notice? Why did she write this notice? What is the goal? What is the purpose? Well, she's writing this notice so all of the tenants can come together and they can write a letter of complaint. So they can say together that, hey, we have problems. We need somebody to fix these problems. Okay. On the next page, we have 9 pictures of home problems. So these are all problems in the house. And we have the vocabulary words down here. We have bent, burned out, dripping, scratched, torn, broken, cracked, jammed, and stained. So number 1, this window is broken. This is a broken window. Broken is an adjective. It describes the window. So this adjective is describing the window. It's saying the window is broken. The verbs are break, and broken. Broke. So in the present tense, we say break. In the past tense, we say broke. So, if I have, let me get something heavy. So let's say I have a big piece of metal. Let's say this is a really heavy piece of metal. It's a candle and it smells really good. Okay, but let's say I have a big piece of metal and I throw it at the window. If I throw it at the window, I break the window. I throw it at the window, I break the window with the piece of metal. In the present tense, I say, I break the window. But if I do it in the past tense, let's say I did it yesterday, I broke the window. I break the window today, I broke the window yesterday. The window is broken. So these are verbs, these are actions, and this word is the adjective. It describes the window. Number two. Number two is a leak, but the word leak is not here. So I'm going to say dripping. Dripping. The water is dripping out of the faucet. So the thing that the water comes out of, this thing in the sink, this thing is called a faucet. F-A-U-C-E-T, faucet. Water is dripping out of the faucet. Let me get a new paper. So I said water is dripping out of the faucet. Here I say is dripping. Is dripping. This is the present continuous. We have the verb drip, drip, and then we add ing. The verb is drip, and then if we write it in the present continuous, so we say it's happening right now, we say the water is dripping. So the water is dripping out of the faucet. Number three. Number three, we have a picture of a chair. It looks like it's made of leather, made of skin. And it looks like it's been ripped up. So the word here is torn. Torn or ripped. Torn or ripped. It's the same thing. So the seat here has been torn or ripped. It's not flat anymore. Someone tore it. It's torn. It's ripped. Number five. This is the picture of a floor, and it is scratched. The floor is scratched. Scratched is an adjective and a verb. So we can say the cats scratch the door. So this sentence is in present tense. The cats scratch the door. They scratch the door. In past tense, we say the cats scratched the door. If we want to use the word scratched as an adjective, we say the door is scratched. The door is scratched. Or if we ask, which one? Which door? So we can choose let's say, the broken door or the scratched door. Which door? The broken door or the scratched door? Here, the word scratched is describing the word door. Scratched is an adjective here. In this sentence, the cats scratched the door. This word scratched is a verb. It's an action. The cats are scratching the door. Number 5. Number 5, we have a chair, but it's not straight anymore. Its legs are broken. We already used the word broken, so I'm going to use the word bent. Bent. The legs are bent. They are not straight anymore. So, if I have a piece of paper, so let's say this is a stick. It's a nice straight stick. Well, now it's bent. Now it's a bent stick. It's not straight anymore, it's bent. So, the legs on this chair are bent. Bent is an adjective. The word bent is describing the legs. The word bend or bended, these words are verbs. Present tense, past tense. Bend, bended. I bend the stick, or I bended the stick yesterday. Number 6. Number 6, we have lights, but one of the lights, they do not work. So one of the lights burned out. The light is burned out. This light is burned out, or we say this light burned out. Number 7, we have a brick wall with a crack in the wall. So we say the wall is cracked. The wall is cracked. Cracked is an adjective. If we want to talk about this as a thing, we say this is a crack. This is a crack, a noun. It's a thing. So this is a crack. The wall is cracked. Number 8. Oh, this looks like coffee or hot chocolate, and it's on the carpet. So this stained the carpet. So we can say the coffee stained the rug or the carpet. The coffee stained the carpet. The word stained is a verb. Stained is a verb. So if we want to talk about present tense, we say the coffee stains the rug, but this is past tense, so we write ed at the end. We say the coffee stained the carpet. This is a stain, a noun. If we want to use this word as a noun, we say this is a stain. The coffee stained the carpet. Number 9. This is somebody, they're trying to open the window, but the window will not open because the window is jammed. The window is jammed. It will not open. It's jammed. Or another word is stuck. The window is jammed. The window is stuck. It will not open.